Joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Miles Bridges is out there with Williams. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. And for Atlanta, they've got Young. Also, Daniels out there. Rizachet is out there with Okongwu. And Gay is in at the 4 spot. And as a coach, Stan, what's something you try to establish at this stage?
I think there's 2 things, Kevin. First, we're trying to build our habits the right way, everything. From the way we practice, to the way we prepare for games, to the way we warm up, all of it. And then second of all, we're trying to figure out our rotation. Who's going to start, who's going to come off the bench, which groups work well together. It's an ongoing process.
A lot of moving parts, you're right. Bridges passes to Okogie. Charlotte moving the ball around. Miller right side. 5 on the clock. Here's Ball. Lays it up off the glass.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jump.
Now, here is Young. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. And the pass to Daniels. Into the lane. That one doesn't go. Good D by Williams. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side. And that wasn't the case for them.
The Hornets shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
And so he makes both from the line. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
You just can't teach that size. Bridges has the wingspan, those broad shoulders, just a tremendous rebounder for a wing.
Here is Daniels. And he drops it in from the low post.
Oh, check out the handles. They're nasty. Spin move. Had his man grab it for air.
And David Aldridge spoke with Quinn Snyder. David?
In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for them. Guys?
Thank you, David. For Atlanta, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Pass to Rizachet. Now Okongwu. Rizachet with it. Hornets with the rebound. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Bridges outside. And he banks in the lane.
Miles Bridges.
Bridges has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Rizachet with it. Pass to Gay. Missed inside. And it's Williams with the ball for the Hornets. Here's Bridges. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going. And you could see frustrations emerge.
Well, it wasn't a pretty game as far as shooting goes, but ugly wins count just the same.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Norkic checked in for Williams. Grant Williams comes in for Miles Bridges. Smith checked in for Josh Okogie. And it's Trey Mann in for Ball. Mann with it. Wallace covering. Now Mann. He's coming off a 22-point game against Houston. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's LeVert. Knocks down the step back J.
And it's clear that LeVert has tons of confidence, especially in his ability to drain jumpers.
Smith kicks to Williams. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Hawks trail by 6. 1:33 left to play in the first. And here's LeVert. Wallace right side. That's in. He found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Here's Mann. Wallace covering. Mann can't hit. The Hawks have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Now here's LeVert. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
Here's Mann. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Clint Capella. The Hornets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Trey Mann. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. You know, these last few years, Stan, Atlanta has been outstanding on the offensive end. But boy, have they struggled on defense.
Yeah, and I just don't know if they can go to where they want to go unless they can just develop at least an average defense, and they haven't even been close to that.
And I know we've not seen a champion who is only one or the other. I mean, you've got to be a little bit of both, correct?
Yeah, Kevin, most of our champions, as you know, have been in the top 10 in both offensive and defensive rating.
Now here's Wallace. Pass to Matthews. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by Williams. There's 21 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Smith's shot is good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Mann, covered by Miller. Mann with it.
Hornets foul. Grant Williams. His first. Team's first.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Terrence Mann. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Mann. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter, we've got Bridges. Williams is out there with Grant Williams. Then there's LaMelo Ball. And it's Okogie in at the shooting guard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Niang. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Williams.
And they continue to control the glass.
There's Okogie. He's covered by Matthews. Back to Ball. Pulls it up. Matthews with the rebound.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Pass to Rizichet. Niang with the ball. Passes it to Young. Takes the 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, Trae Young is a tremendous outside shooter with almost limitless range.
And making his 3rd All-Star appearance last season, Trae Young, a guy who is filled with so much skill in elite play.
Well, look, Trae Young may be as much fun to watch, Kevin, as any player in this league with his quickness, with his shooting range, and he is as creative a passer as anyone I have ever seen.
He is fun to watch, isn't he?
He really is.
So it's the Hawks now, following LaMelo Ball's 3. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Bridges. Rebound by the Hawks. Here's Rizichet. Hasn't made one yet. Niang passes to Young. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Can't connect from short range. Okogie, that falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And it's a 9-point Hornets lead. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you. Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Gaze checked in. And Daniels subbed in for Matthews. The Hornets also changing it up. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Mark Williams. And it's Trey Mann in for Williams. Ball, the pass to Mann. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And so LeVert will bring it up for Atlanta. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. That shot misses. Hornets leading by 9. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And they pick up 2.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Mann comes in for Riesesheim. And Wallace subbed in for Karis LeVert. The Hornets also with a sub. Miller's checked in. Ball with the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pass to Gay. 1:53 left to play here in the second quarter. It's tipped. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Mann can't hit. The Hawks trail by 13. Can they get it? Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Good awareness from Daniels there to read the floor and see the ready scorer.
Now Bridges. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Houston.
Yeah, and the effort on the boards last game gave them that many more chances.
1:10 left to play in the first half. And here's Daniels. Driving inside. Tries again, and it's good on the way in. Daniels has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Daniels has good length, so this close in, he can use that to his advantage.
Here's Mann. Wallace covering. Bridges outside. 6 on the shot clock. Good work defensively by Capella.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Wallace dishes to Daniels. Back to Wallace. There's the pass to Mann. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Here's Capella. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Capella's got his first basket.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
And so it's Charlotte ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close.
17.
They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with head coach Quinn Snyder. Coach, what adjustments are you going to do in the second half?
You just got to keep playing, keep taking the shots, and that's not the issue as much as us not executing on offense. When we don't score, sometimes our defense lags as well.
Everybody wants to see the ball go in the basket first, right? Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. From the jump, it was Charlotte coming out strong. They did it just the way it was drawn up in the locker room, starting out on a 10-2 run. At the end of the first quarter, they were out in front by 7. Then in a hard-fought second quarter, they more than held their own, increasing their advantage to finish up 9 at the break. Shaq, your thoughts on the Hornets?
You guys know I appreciate it when the team takes a commitment to attack in the painted area. When you get those high percentage looks, good things tend to happen. That's how they built this league.
And Kenny, what you think about Atlanta?
Hey, Ernie, it's not hard to see why they're down at this point. They're not even shooting 35% from the field. They've got to come up with some new wrinkles. If they could create better shots, then they have a better chance.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Trae Young is out there with Daniel. Then there's Reza Shea. Then it's Okongwu. And Gay is in at the 4 slot. So that's the Hawks 5.
LaMelo using that body control there, making a play off contact.
Pass to Reza Shea. Bridges with the board. Hornets leading by 11. One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
Now, here is Young, following the miss by LaMelo Ball.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And count it, this shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
That's good from Ball. You know, Stan, when I think of you as a coach, I think defense. So let me put you on the spot as you assess the wing defenders in the NBA right now. Who are some of the top 2 or 3 that you notice?
Well, look, there's so many good ones. My favorite right now is Lou Dort, because he's so strong, he's so disciplined, and he has an amazing ability to use his body even against guys that are a lot taller. He is a frustrating guy for great scorers to play against.
Now, he brought a lot to the NBA, but haven't the Thunder done a good job developing that kid?
Well, they have, and look, they've got other great defenders too, like Jalen Williams.
Now Young, following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
The Hawks trail by 12. Reza Shea with it. Still scoreless. Pass to Gay. Now Reza Shea. Pass to Okongwu. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
Checked in for Ball.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Williams. How he did last season. Averaged 10 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And for a reserve big man, not a big drop-off when he checks in the game.
Well, it's because he's someone that understands his role. He plays with confidence and helps provide stability when he's on the floor.
Now, here's Okongwu. Now, here's Matthews. It's LeVert on the wing. Covered by Miller. And it's LeVert missing.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Here's a Kogi. It's blocked. Smith against Young, and he lobs it up toward the rim.
Really at the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
How about last season? Made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
And that one falls for Okongwu. And the Hornets making a change here. Mann's checked in. No good on the second free throw. We see coaches, Stan, willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah, my wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. Wallace comes in for Trae Young. The Hornets also with the sub. Norkic checked in for Mark Williams. Here's Wallace. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract lengths. Commissioner Silver says, we used to refer to it as dead money, a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. Man gets the bucket.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. 15-point game. Passes it to Niang. 1:41 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Matthews, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Smith finds man. Shot clock at 6. Rebound by the Hawks.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
We have a step back. Count it. LeVert's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And the D just a step slow reacting to the step back.
Smith against LeVert. The pass to man. Nurkic in the post. Capella's there. Nurkic can't hit.
Excellent coverage defensively. Making it hard on him.
Here's LeVert. The 2nd effort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Team second.
Oh, tricky shot for LeVert. Defense is all over him, but he draws a foul on that attempt.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. And the free throw drops for LeVert. Mann's checked in for Matthews. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte. LaMelo Ball comes in for Trey Mann. LeVert hits both of them. Shot and game clock separated by 5. It's stolen. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Mann. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Team's third.
It's going to be on Brandon Miller. For Atlanta, they have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And that one falls for Mann. Both free throws good from Mann.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Ball against Walls. With 4 seconds on the clock, kept alive. Nurkic off with the layup. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Hornets lead by 9. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the 4th. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Miles Bridges is out there with Mark Williams. And it's Okogie in at the 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
That one drops for him.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And so here's Atlanta, following the score by Charlotte.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Bridges, banked in off the glass. And the Hornets lead by 13.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Pass to Capella. Here's Rizachet. Chalk up 2 there. Rizashay's got his first 2 points of the night.
That's a great sign for Rizashay, proving he can handle the physicality of the NBA.
Miller inside. He's covered by Daniels.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Pass to Rizachet. Young with the ball. He's covered by Ball. And Young kicks to Daniels. He takes it in. Here's Gay. Misses from short range. Here's a Kobe, and he jams it with authority.
And not just the score. Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Daniels with it. He's against Miller. Young from outside drills the three-pointer.
Well, Young saw how the defense was going to play the pick and roll, and that was all he needed to create a score for himself.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Man, your Hawks Youth Dance Team.
Both teams will make substitutions. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, during the break, listen in with Charles Lee and his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort. See how it works out. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Now, here's Bridges. Miller outside, 4 on the shot clock. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you watch Miller, he keeps the defense on its heels. They don't know what he's going to do.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. The Hawks trail by 13. Now, Shea, pass to Daniels. Passes to Niang. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Well, that's only his first turnover of the game, but you know he'd like to have that one back.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Man with it. He's against Young. Knocked away. Fast break. Here they come. Here's Shea. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
His first.
Looking like your classic wing. Zachary Shea is 6'8", long, and can hit threes. A real modern swingman.
And Shea, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
The free throw drops for Shea. Second free throw, no good. Hey, Coach Van Gundy, what advice would you give to the teams that are rebuilding around their young players?
Well, generally, Kevin, what I would say is get some veteran leadership, some veteran presence on your team also, so that you have guys that can show the young guys what professionalism is and help them in their adjustment to the NBA.
Yeah, getting the right kind of veteran, right, with the right kind of message.
That's a great point. Just having an older guy is not the answer.
Here's a Kogi. Man with it. The pass to Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Daniels gets to Niang. Buries it down low. Niang's got his first bucket of the night.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Bridges outside. Out to Miller. Pass to Man. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. They get it back. Here's Williams. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Here's Young. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Hornets leading by 10.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Hornets.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
Here's Man. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll do it, folks. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.